How's it going, everybody? Sorry about the air conditioner noise and all that kind of stuff. I'm here to do, this is a special unboxing. This is something I just got today. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know why, because I don't really notice a difference in a lot of these things, but we'll see what happens. This one is something that I never thought I'd really get into, but I decided to go ahead and try it and see what we can do with it, because it's one of those kinds of things where any recording studio should have one in some fashion or another. This is pretty much the most inexpensive one you can get that's worth something. So let's do an unboxing real quick. That's about all we're going to do today. And I apologize, this thing is huge because it's a case. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty big deal. So now this is, and sorry about the shaky camera and everything. This is the Avantone CV12 BLA. So this is the Avantone CV12 tube microphone that is modified by BLA. And so they've got their tube in it and everything and all that kind of stuff. So, and of course, I got it from Sweetwater, so there you go. It is a huge case. I thought it was going to be a box in a box that made it bigger, but it's not. I'm going to have to scoot back in. So this is how big the case is, and it's not light either, so. Didn't do such a great job on gluing the leather down there, but I'm not going to cry about it. It doesn't have a very good smell to it either. Let's see what else we can see here. So yeah, this little loose here, a lot of loose here. Let's see, bottom looks good. A little loose there, a little loose there, still not a big deal. It's got the studs for standing, the sides, a little loose there. Nothing big. You can see what I mean when I say it's a little loose. You can see that right there. Look how big of a bubble that is, and it goes over into the, I guess you could call that like an alligator skin or something like that. It's pleather, faux leather, whatever you want to call it, plastic leather, rubberized leather. Don't really know what you'd want to call that, but anyways, that is it right there. So I'm gonna see how we can do this on here. Now I can't do it one way because well, I say that I'm gonna go ahead and cut to my downward facing camera from when I open it up. And there you have it. So obviously there's the key. I can back out and cut that off. And I guess they do only send you one key. So you get the one cheaply made key, which is, I think it's pretty much the same key for every one of these cases. You can see that. I'll go ahead and zoom in on that so you can kind of read it a little bit. If you want to pause it and read that, let me zoom in a little bit more so you can. And so this is all the specs that come with it. Again, if you want to go into all that, you are welcome to. Here's the limited warranty on it. 5-year warranty, so that's pretty good. Again, it's a combination of Avantone and Black Lion audio. And I guess I thought there was another page, but there's not. Let's go ahead and zoom back out again. Wrong way. Okay, so first off is the power supply. Oh, and it's in there tight. Wow, ooh, that's pretty heavy too. So you got your XLR out, your microphone in, and then your polar pattern switch. Does have indents for each one. So you've got omnidirectional, cardioid, and figure of 8, and then some sections in between. I will probably be keeping it on cardioid for the most part. It's all metal. It's built pretty good. It looks nice and sturdy. There's all that information. Backside is your fuse, tube mic power supply, your IDC cord, and then your power switch. So pretty normal. You got a groove in here for the knob. A little bit of dust, no big deal. That does fit in there pretty tight. Not real tight, but pretty tight. Here is, and I apologize, I cannot remember the name of this shock mount. It is very stout. This thing is heavier than any other shock mount I have, that's for sure, and I've got quite a few of them. Let's see if it did come with the adapter. It did, so it's got the 5/8 adapter in there, and then the microphone stand adapter screw, so that's good. So the way this is supposed to work is there's grommets. They're rubberized grommets in here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's rubberized grommets in there, so it absorbs everything to it. So the microphone, of course, screws into there, and that is, you can hold the microphone and then screw that in. But yeah, I mean, these are solid pins. I mean, those are very, very solid. These bearings, or not bearings, but the fasteners on there, again, very solid. That'll go in there just like that, in one way, I guess. And you've got probably a standard, that looks like it's about 6 feet. Standard 6-foot IDC power cord, so nothing special about that. And then the 7-pin, microphone cable. Excuse me, because this is a tube microphone and it needs to be powered and have all the signal and everything and polar patterns and all that kind of good stuff. Because it is I think they call it a dual-sided capsule. Not really exactly sure, can't remember. Got some little things in there to keep that steady. I don't think we need those anymore, but we'll see. And this is a nice wooden case. I like that it's hinged instead of like the blue microphones. They just have that little cheap slide top thing. And there's your silica packet. Woohoo! And it does have the plastic wrap on it. Wow, this is heavy. It's really, and it's very long. I mean, that thing is a long microphone. I'll show you a different view here in a second. It does say up at the top, it's got the Avantone stamp on it there, and then it also has the BLA insignia on it. It says CV12 BLA, and again there is the, oops, come on, focus it, there we go. There's the 7-pin, and then there's the threads for the shock mount. On the back side it does say serial number, I'm guessing, and then CE. I don't know what that means, but the basket is pretty well built. It does have the 0 to minus 10 dB pad, and then the low pass filter, or I'm sorry, the high pass filter, low pass roll off. You can have it either way. They feel really nice. Very nice, very nice. Grill looks really good. I can't see the capsule inside there. So it looks like there may be, it may be two baskets, one inside the other. I can't tell because I cannot see through it. I can see light through there, but that's it. I can't actually see the capsule itself. So anyways, let's just so you can see how big this is. That's a really large, tall microphone, and like I said, it is very heavy. This thing is very well built, very substantial, but looks good. I like the color of it. It's and I really like the BLA stamp, or the BLA insignia, the little shield they've got on there. That makes it nice. I really like that. It looks good. I think it was worth the extra. I think it was maybe $100. Different tube, different FET circuit, transformers, the whole 9 yards. Everything in the BLA version is tighter. It's more, not mil spec, of course, but it's to better specifications, tighter specifications than just the standard Avantone, which the price difference is not that big. It's not that huge of a price difference, especially if you consider that you got a wood case, I think, with the Avantone, however you pronounce it. I'm going to just say Avantone. This one you get the faux leather, the pleather, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, it's a decent case, nothing special. But anyways, that's just the box opening. That's all I'm going to do for today. I am going to work on some lyrics and a tune that I can use to record into this. I will be comparing it, not really comparing it, but I will be recording into this a blue baby bottle, or yeah, I think it's the blue baby bottle. A Rode NT1A, a Shure SM7B. I believe it's an AKG 412. I could be wrong on that one. Is that it? Oh, and I do have it's just an MXL, but a ribbon microphone that I can also try out. And we'll see. I'm gonna just kind of go with the flow on those and see what. Oh, and also have a Lewitt L420, I believe. And we'll see what you people think of the comparison. I don't really have. I'm partially deaf in this ear, so when it comes to nuances and warmth and stuff like that, I can't really tell that much of a difference. And so unless it makes my voice sound different, which I'm hoping this will give it a warmer, deeper sound, but we'll see. And we'll go from there, and tell me what you think, and we'll maybe at some point we'll have a female come in and do some singing, and we'll record that and maybe put that on there too. But we'll get it all worked out and see if we can do anything with it, and go from there. And I will see you guys later, and hopefully we'll figure something out together. All right, thanks. Bye.